had no plan on talking about this, but this is something funny that I was talking about yesterday, but so I'll go ahead and repeat it. So, hi, welcome back. My name is Matthew Brinker. This is Brink About It. More community and more art and more love. So, deal with it. I want to make art for me. I want to make stuff I like. I want to do things I want to do. And I want to build communities and help clients and service, businesses and stuff like that. Like that's all still there. This is my old workhorse. It's now 10 years old. And I've been working with that thing for years. I've had that since 2018. And I've done some of my best work on that. But now I've got that camera. To be completely vulnerable and completely honest, it's a little bit of ego and a little bit of fear. Like it's a struggle to continue to show up every single day. This is a long journey and a slow process. And I'm committed to it. Time flies. Especially when you're getting old, as I was just reminded of today. Passion is priceless. Execution is everything. And art is not optional. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Hi, everybody. I don't even remember the last time I was in here filming, and I am so excited to be back. We've got so many things to go over and so much to catch up on, and I'm just excited to be here. So, hi, welcome back. My name is Matthew Brinker. This is Brink About It. I have been very busy, so much so that I have not filmed anything in a long time in here, but that's about to change. My plan is to go back to about once a week filming stuff and get back in the flow of conversing with you and editing and uploading things about once a week. Part of it was I needed to finish my background and I finally went and spent some more money and got this. Yes, the plants are fake and no, I do not care. I'm not here enough to take care of real plants at the moment. So we are sticking with the fake plants for right now. So deal with it. I got my eyebrow pierced while I was in Ohio. I saw my dad, quick update, ongoing stuff he's going to have to probably deal with, but seems a lot better. Talked to him yesterday. We're now like a full month, no, we're more than a full month past going home to see dad and do all that. This little guy right here I got from home that I wanted to keep on the set. This is also from home from years ago. Things that dad gave me and I really, really value and really wanted to keep on here for sentimental reasons. There's also a Brinker sound equipment sign over here that I got from home when I was home too. My homie Chris pierced my eyebrow for me when I was back. God, so much has happened. Again, built out the set, finishing that. While I was home, part of the whole trip was I have a friend that's been very generous over the years, and I felt like Brinker Media House was at a point and a place where I could ask for some cash infusion. And I bought this camera. This is my old workhorse. It's now 10 years old. This is a new release from this year. This is the Canon R6 Mark II. It's a Canon 5D Mark IV. But now I'm filming in 6K fine, which is downsampled to 4K, and then I've also got 4K over there on my 50 and my 35, which now looks like 250s basically because of the compression and the whatever it is. It zooms in when you ever go to 4K on that because it's not able to do 4K really. And I've been working with that thing for years. I've had that since 2018, and I've done some of my best work on that. But now I've got that camera. And not only do I have that camera, but I got a new drone, which if I remember, I'll throw some drone clips in here. I got a new stabilizer, and I got pretty much all the things that I needed to enter a new arena of creativity. And it became very apparent to me when I started working in the scrap house here that my gear just wasn't good enough anymore. I was working alongside some people that had some FX3s, and then another friend had a newer Canon camera, and I remember editing some footage from this Canon camera, and I was like, did you have a gimbal? And they were just running and gunning, but everything was so stabilized and so nice and so beautiful, and the colors were so sharp and wonderful, and the lines and everything, and I was like, I need a new camera. So I invested a bunch of money in a bunch of new gear, and we've been off to the races since then. April's been really busy. We're getting close to the end. It's the 27th right now. But April's been really busy. I'm really working on priming the pump to get new jobs, filling my funnel so that I can crank those out and keep making more money and make my money back from all this investment and stuff. But it's been really fun. It's been a fun kind of month and a half, I guess, really, since last time I sat down here. I think I sat down the week before I went home to Ohio. if I remember correct. That sounds right. But anyways, that all being said, hi, welcome back. I'm so happy to be here. I am so happy that I have gotten myself to a point that I could acquire these things and help me get into a new arena of creativity with these better tools. It became really apparent to me too. One of the last photo shoots that I did the week before I left to go back to Ohio was kind of a low light situation. And this camera just could not focus on anybody. And it was like a whole table of like 50 people. And I just could not get it to focus because of low light. And I wasn't really a place where I could really do flash. And I got this, and this thing will focus on whatever. It is so smart. It'll do open gate 6K recording if you want to, which means it'll just record the whole thing, and then you can crop however you want. But it's shooting like 6K downsample to 4K. Like, I don't need anything more than that. This I can crop in, and it's beautiful. I can keep it 4K. I can go 1080 if I want, and it's just beautiful. And this now I'm shooting 4K here because it can do 4K. It can keep up with that. I think this looks great. So, anyways, that's my little bit of nerd out moment here. But I'm just really happy, really excited. I'm also a little frustrated with some business things right now, but that's just, I think, part of, working for yourself and being an entrepreneur and trying to find jobs and keep the funnel full and all of that. And I am getting really frustrated by not feeling as though my name is being spoken about in rooms I'm not in all the time. And I'd like to know and feel like I'm being, asked to do jobs and things. And I am. So it's probably a little bit of ego, and it's probably a little bit of just fear too, to be honest. To be completely vulnerable and completely honest, it's a little bit of ego and a little bit of fear. Like, I'm afraid I'm not in these conversations all the time because I'm not good enough. I'm afraid that I'm not doing good enough work to get all the jobs that I want. I'm also afraid that the jobs that I do aren't getting completed good enough. And it's a struggle to continue to show up every single day and make what I can do as good as I can do every single day. And I don't know. I'm an affirmation person, and I'm not getting affirmation right now. Is probably what it boils down to. And that hurts my ego a little bit, and it makes me a little bit scared and afraid that I'm not going to get to where I want to go. But this is a long journey and a slow process, and I'm committed to it. I've been considering going back to bartending a little bit. I need to find the right spot if I do that. But I'm loving this though. Even with all that being said, being vulnerable and being honest with you about being a little bit scared and my ego being a little bit bruised and things like that, like I'm loving this. This is the life I wanted. Was being able to come here and film this, go see a friend and talk, go home and work. I'm filming a festival in Raleigh this weekend. I'm super excited about. Yesterday I got to do a bunch of fun creative stuff. Like, stuff's going really well, but it's still really hard. And it doesn't help that the state of our world right now is not good. And it just seems to be getting worse and worse and worse with every news story and everything that happens and blah, 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 and all that. And then I got some really shitty news about a friend today. They're okay, thankfully, but just some bad stuff happened. And it's just a shitty world. It just sucks. It sucks. But I'm having so much fun in my version of this world around all of it. And I want to change all these bigger things that need to be changed and fixed and worked on. I want to help with those. And that's part of this whole community thing. That's why I'm excited to get back into this. I'm excited to be talking to you. I'm excited to get back into growing the art community and the community I'm involved in and the people that care about me and like talk to you all regularly and have more open conversation and bring more people in here and film more podcasts with them and talk more and have more community and more art and more love. The weather's gotten warm. It got warm, got cold, got warm again, got cold yesterday. It's warm again today. Like, the weather's nice. It's beautiful. Wilmington's opening back up. It's going to be tourist season again soon, which brings its own problems and its own issues. But stuff's happening. It's beautiful. And defaulting to a pessimistic outlook is something that I've never been able to do. I'm always going to find the positives and the good stuff in stuff. And I know I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but I haven't done this in a long time. I'm just happy to be back. And it's like, the world sucks right now. I'm having fun in my world, and I want to help everybody else's world. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I'm just really, 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 really having a good time and really grateful and thankful for this moment of my life. That I can sit here in this room that I love. I love this room. I love this space. I love these things in here with this new camera that I was able to acquire, with these tools that I have, and I can talk to you, and I can make something that matters to me, and I can put it out to the world, and it might matter to somebody else, and it might not, and that's fine. And I think it's kind of where I'm at with all of it too, as maybe, maybe I'm just processing as I'm going a little bit, but I want to make art for me. I want to make stuff I like. I want to do things I want to do, and I want to build communities and help clients and service, businesses and stuff like that. Like that's all still there. I still want that, but I want to do stuff I want to do. And my best friend, I could say best friend, he's one of my best friends for sure. One of my best friends, Devin. If you know me at all, you probably know who Devin Hale is. He was in town last week. We went to, was that last week? 2 weeks ago. Jeez. Time flies. Especially when you're getting old, as I was just reminded of today. Thank you for that. If you see this, thank you for that. Anyways, Devin was in town. We went to a Mountain Joy concert. It was wonderful. It was so much fun. And I've recorded Devin since I had that camera. Actually, since before I had that camera, actually. I've recorded Devin since before I got this camera. I got that camera later in the year when I met Devin in 2018. I met him in like September of 2018, and I got that camera in like, I think November or December that year. And I've been recording Devin since like the beginning of this, man. I've got videos of Devin that I am not proud of at all. Like not even a little bit. And I also have some videos of him recently and some photos that I just sent to him this morning that I love. I'm so proud. But anyways, back to the story. We're at Mountain Joy. I've filmed him in Kentucky on stage at Paramount in Ashland, where he's from, and I did this beautiful like kind of pivot around him that I love. It's like my favorite thing to do with drones and with stabilizers, like a reveal shot, like an orbit reveal shot. You know what I mean. And then I did the same thing here in Wilmington at the Pavilion, and that's where the Live Oak Bank Pavilion is where we were for the concert. And I've always thought it'd be wonderful to cut those like spin reveal shots together and like reveal a crowd behind Devin someday. And something about, I have goosebumps right now, something about this trip, about this version of him that came back this time, this version of me that's here after my trip home, and being next to him, watching Mountain Joy, happy, elated, just soaking in the moment. My buddy's dancing and he's smiling. And he goes, "Oh man, wouldn't it be cool one day to cut those together and then have this arena packed?" And I started to cry. Because I've had that thought for many years, Devin. I've had these videos on my hard drives and on the internet that I've filmed. And for many years, I've thought, how wonderful would it be to get to a point with this human that we can pack out Live Oak Bank Pavilion. And then maybe someday we get to pack out Red Rocks. And there's something about this version of him that came back that I think he's ready. I think he's ready for that. And I think I'm ready for it too. I think finally, I guess I had no plan on talking about this, but this is something funny that I was talking about yesterday, but so I'll go ahead and repeat it. I don't think I've said it on here, but I always joke about there being conditions for tacos. In Ohio, when there's a tornado, they talk about the difference between a tornado watch and a tornado warning. And a tornado warning is like, hey, there's conditions for tornadoes, watch out. And then there's like a watch, like, oh, hey, there's a tornado, like, look out. And the way to simplify it is like, there are ingredients for tacos, or there are tacos. And I use that analogy all the time because it's really easy to be like, yo, the conditions are right for this. Like, we have the group of people. And just the weekend I came back and I got the camera, Devin came in town, and I got to go do something. I didn't have to bartend, so I was free that night. And he was playing at a market, and I got to take my new camera, and I got to show up, and I got to photograph my homie and record him in Wilmington with this new camera, and it looks so good. And if I remember, I'll put some stuff up. I throw this on the pictures, whatever. I love them. I don't care if anybody else does. I love them. I'm happy with them. They make me happy, and they make him happy too, I think. So we're good. But anyways, the conditions are right. The conditions are right now. The conditions have been close with him and with me for a long time. But the conditions are right now for this to really be a thing that we could do. And I'm refreshed and re-sparked and re-energized, which is what you hopefully are feeling in this energy from me and my excitement. I had a meeting last week with somebody that wants me to essentially do like all of the electronic press kits for pretty much all of the musicians in the area. And we're going to potentially use this space and this gear for sure. Maybe the space, but for sure, my gear has allowed me to not only enter that conversation with this person and this group and this management company, but for me to be like, oh yeah, we'll crush this too. It'll look really great. And it'll sound really great. And we have the spaces for it. And if I can't do it, we have the people for it. If I'm not capable enough or don't have enough gear, I've got a homie that I love named JT who works right down the hall and has allowed me to have this space and work out of here. And I've got another homie right over there named Marley who's awesome. And she's got a great camera and she's super smart. So there's all these conditions for all these people. And this friend I had a meeting with yesterday also has booked Devin. And they're like, he's so good. And I'm like, yeah, like he's going to be good. And we're going to do this press kit for him hopefully when he comes back again. Like we're going to do this whole like kind of tiny desk concert-esque press kits for musicians to be like, here's what I do, book me. And I love that. Isn't that beautiful? It's like the most beautiful thing ever. Just help people like that. I get to do that with this gear. And one of the things I keep doing is, and I think I've mentioned it on here before, but I typically walk the river walk about as many days a week as I can, usually about 3 or 4, but I'd love to walk every single day. But jeez. Anyways, back. Wild. Walking the river walk, I always stop, usually take a picture, take a moment to breathe and say, I get to do this. Thank you, I get to do this. Thank you to whatever. I get to do this. And I don't remember why I was talking about that now, but I do. I get to do this. I get to do this. I get to do this. And one of the things that happened, the weekend that he was in town, he was here from Thursday he left Monday morning of last week. Today's Monday. And I got to film him at 2 different shows while he was in town too. But one of them I've been working for since I moved here. One of the first places I went to in Wilmington, and I've never actually spoken this out loud, but one of the things about Wilmington that I was like, oh, this could be it, is I've got a good enough relationship with my homie Devin that I really feel like he's going to hit it big someday and we're going to do this together. And it's been kind of the loose agreement and like the more firm agreement now, like, hey, we're ready. Let's do this. When you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. But Rebellion here in town was a place that does live music. It's a great restaurant. Allie, who you'll see on Artisan Optional, ex-girlfriend, dear friend now, works there. Unrelated, but just kind of funny. But I went there like early on when I moved here and was like, this could be a place where Devin could play. And quite honestly, for almost exactly 5 years now, which I forgot about, this is almost exactly 5 years I've been in Wilmington. May 1st will be 5 years I've been in Wilmington. So I forgot about that. I should probably do something special for that while I'm here, but who knows? We'll see. Anyways, Saturday night, it's busy, and I got to record my homie playing his heart out at this space that I love in downtown Wilmington on a Saturday night. And it just brought me to tears. And with this camera and that camera, and then I've got my other camera, the old one that I'm probably not even going to use anymore. I don't know what to do with. It's like I want to take on an apprentice and start teaching somebody. I've got more cameras than I can even hold. And I've got more gear than I can even use. I'm overflowing with abundance that I want to help pour back because I've been so fortunate to be able to have these things. And then he's playing, do you want to dance with me? I don't know what the song is. Anyways, he's playing it, and he's so loud, and his voice is so good that 3 couples come up on the street and start dancing in the background. And I got to pull out my third camera and go like, and then get handheld video of them dancing in the background. And he's like, doesn't know what's going on. He looks at me and is like playing, and it's so silly and fun and wonderful and cute. It's beautiful. And I got to get that. And it was so cool that there were like 4 or 5 people that came up to me because I had the cameras. They all kind of assumed I was like his manager or something, but I'm not. I'm just his homie, and I love him, and I think he's the most musically talented person, vocally talented person I've ever met personally. Musically very talented, but vocally, like, that's where he shines. He stands out vocally. And for that reason, I think he's going to make it. I think he's going to be a big musician someday. I think he already is in Kentucky in small pockets and around Ohio and all that. Like, he already is. which is also kind of a fun thing when I talk to people about him here. They're like, oh, well, get him to do this. I was like, no. Like, he's been doing this his whole life. Like, this is what he's done. Anyways, I'm so grateful to have these moments where I am able to record my friends. And that's where I was going with this. It wasn't 3 times I got to record him, but there was a third show, which was at Bowstring, which is a large kind of music venue in town. It's more of a restaurant and bar, but they do a lot of live music. And they get some good stuff. And there's like a beer release and like a birthday party thing I did a video for, and like a bunch of friends were there. And my homie Rachel, you've seen on Artisan Optional, Rachel Rouse, shout out. I just did a photo shoot for her of another mural she did. But anyways, her and her friend Rob, who we'll bring on here too. And we're going to bring Rachel back because Rachel's doing so much shit. We got to talk more. Like, even since we filmed her Artisan Optional episode, she's doing so much more. And my life has changed. So she's going to come back and we're going to sit and talk more. It's in the works. But her homie Rob and her have decided that they're going to start building sets. So they have a set they built they called the Living Room Art Lounge. And part of the whole thing was they were going to put this art lounge, which is essentially like a large, oversized TV that's a projector as like a backdrop for musicians to play in front of, which is so cool. And then like a life-size lamp and not life-size, like over life-size. Like they're large. The lamp's like at least 8 feet tall, probably maybe bigger than that. But it's huge thing. And they also made a couch. It's huge. You could probably sit like 40 or 50 people on it if you wanted to. Really, it's huge. It's so cool. And I'm like, we're just kind of getting there, getting settled in. And I go over to the bar to get a drink with Rob. And the owner of the venue walks up to him and goes, I want to buy that from you. And I was like, what? Because I was there to record this stage setup for my homie Rachel, really, more than anything, was just to get footage of it in Wilmington so she could use it to promote it at events and festivals and things. And then it's already like sold pretty much. Like they need to work out details. I'm sure, but I think it's going to happen. But I just think it's crazy and it's wonderful and it's so beautiful. And I got some of the most insane footage from that night that I've ever gotten. It's just because the lights at Bowstring are amazing. The backdrop's amazing that my friends made. And I've got this wonderful camera and this awesome stabilizer and these lenses that I love. And like, it's just such a cool moment. And I'm so grateful for all this. And I'm so grateful that I haven't given up on all of this. I'm so grateful that I've kept all of this, that I haven't gotten frustrated and just thrown in the towel. And then another thing happened. This was last weekend. I got to film the Degenerate Masters tournament, which is a golf tournament here in Wilmington. That pretty much seems like most of the good golfers in Wilmington play in. And I want to play in it. I'm pretty good at golf. I'm playing some of the best golf I've ever played right now, and I love it. It's my favorite thing to do ever. If I could fly a drone and hit a golf ball every day for the rest of my life, I'd be a happy man. Take a photo, fly a drone, hit a golf ball, touch some grass, kiss some pretty girls, have some good drinks. That's life. Life would be great. Love my friends. Help people too, not just all the other stuff, like that too. But anyways, I had to film this Degenerate Master. I knew it was too late to get signed up, and I already had everybody registered and everything, and I didn't know anybody. I had no connections, so I sent him a DM and said, hey, could I film this for you? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, can you find a small budget? And they were like, yeah. And they found a small budget, but worth it for me because of the footage that I've got of this golf tournament. And I got to get my homie Tyler, who's I've filmed a podcast on here with, Artisan Optional. I have not edited yet, but I will soon. Got to come out and do photos. And his photos are amazing. And the videos I got are amazing. And everybody's so excited about this tournament. And it's like, it looks better than it ever has before. It's always looked good because the people involved with that tournament do a really good job of like promoting it and like making it look cool. It's a cool thing they do. It's a Masters tournament, so they do like it's Monday at the Masters. And I didn't even talk about that. Woody, if you see this, I think I could do your voiceovers, man. It's Monday at the Degenerate Masters. So anyways, they do a good job already, but it was so cool to get my homie Tyler to come with me and do photographs. And I did all video work with my cameras and the drones, and it was so much fun, man. So much fun. And then I didn't even know But Tyler snapped a couple photos of me, and when I saw them in his delivered archive of photos or gallery of photos, I almost cried because I was like, I'm so proud of that man. He's at this golf course filming these people out of love for the community and the sport and what it does, because it's a charity event and they gave $40,000 to a charity. And to be able to help amplify the charity and the event and the reason and the community, like, that's it, isn't it? Isn't that what this is all about? Isn't that what we should be doing with our tools, is helping each other? Building community, building connections, growing things. So, again, I'm just really happy. I'm really excited. And I'm so excited for this festival this weekend. I can take all this to a festival now. What? And record? So I'm going to go home after this and put together my own electronic press kit for me and then send it to everybody in Raleigh and be like, I want to work for you while I'm here this weekend. What do you want done? I can do photos, I can do videos, we can work on graphics, we can do conversations, we can do whatever we want. Find a small budget, let's go. And it's just a really cool place to be. It's a really cool life I'm living. Yeah, I'm really excited about what's happening in life. And I really, really feel like things are about to pop off. And I feel that way because things are getting really hard. Things are getting really hard right now, and they're really stressful right now. And because of that, it usually is about the time things are like, okay, cool. And there's the door you were looking for. There's the connection. There's the thing. And that's what happened last year. That's where this all came from. I'd broken up with a girl. I was sad. I was upset and frustrated, trying to survive. And I sent a DM, and I'm in this space now from that DM. And JT's my homie because of that DM. And things worked out because of that. And it feels similarly right now like things are working out. And one of the things I did want to circle back to, I can't really tell exactly how much time I have left on that camera, because this camera can just record forever, by the way. It's got an overheating monitor. If you see me keep looking up, it's got a heat monitor right here on my screen. And I keep looking at it because it keeps slowly getting hotter. And it's a known issue with these cameras. They run kind of hot. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I need to... This is a test run, honestly. I want to see how hot it gets. This camera cuts at 30 minutes still, so that's going to be my, But... yeah, anyways, I don't know what I was going to say. I'm rusty at this, but I feel like I'm talking to my friends, and that's what matters to me, is just sitting here talking with my friends, growing this community, doing cool stuff, and yeah, that's what it's about. So I think I'm going to end it here. I want to see what this looks like, see what it sounds like, see if I'm happy with it. I do want to film something maybe for 1 year in Wilmington. I didn't think about that. So yeah. And also, I just have a random question. If you've been here this long, I have a problem. I have so much amazing footage on my hard drives of just stuff, of nature, of Wilmington, of the ocean, of animals, of concerts, I have so much stuff, and I don't know what to do with all of it. To be completely honest, I have no idea what to do with all the stuff I've got. And that's a struggle of mine, because I feel like I'm losing money and I feel like I'm missing opportunities because I have all this stuff. I remember what I was going to say. I want to make sure, I'm asking you, what do I do with all this? But I want to make sure that my friends are being talked about in rooms I'm in always. I want to make sure that my homies get talked about wherever I go, and how cool they are and what they do and how much better they are at X, Y, or Z than I am. Whether it's true or not, you know what I mean? It's generally pretty true, because they're all really, really creative and really good. They're all better than me. So I don't need to lie about it. I can just be honest. These people are better. But I think along with building the community and with conditions for tacos and all the stuff that I've talked about today, and me just being excited, is please remember to keep your friends' names in your mouth in rooms they're not in. Please remember to use every opportunity that you have in this creative world and in life in general to bolster your friends, to help them, to further them and their businesses and their art and their things. Obviously, we can't be everything for everybody, and I know it's exhausting. I know it's hard. But like, I talk about my friends outside of being with them all the time. Hey, the Scrap House and JT. Hey, my homie Devin. Hey, this person, that person. I'm not good at that. You know who is? That guy. That person is really good at that. Get them to do it. I might not be your. Actually, I've heard it's Hucklebearer instead of Huckleberry, but I don't remember. Anyways, I have too much information coming at me and I'm losing my train of thought again. So I'm going to end it here because now I'm just going off the rails. Keep your friends' names in your mouth. Love them. Build communities. Support people. We need more of it now than ever because the world sucks even more than ever has, and it doesn't seem like it's getting any better. That's all I have to say. Thank you all so much for watching and for caring about me even a little bit. I love you, and I mean that. My name is Matthew Brinker. Passion is priceless. Execution is everything. And art is not optional. Thank you for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait to see where this all goes from here. So, bye. And that camera just cut. I love it. I didn't really check the audio, so I hope the audio is good. It seems a little low. Nah, it's fine. We'll be all right. Cool. Bye. Love you. Mean it.